Have you ever thought about starting your own PPF business? Well, in today's video, we're going to be talking to the owner of Aux Auto Wraps. He's going to share with us advice, any tips he has for people that want to start their own business. He specializes in paint protection film, also known as PPF. He does ceramic coatings, he does vehicle wraps, he does commercial wraps, he does it all. And today we're going to be interviewing him. He's going to be showing us around his shop. Make sure you guys like the video, make sure you guys subscribe and leave a comment down below. We have a goal of hitting 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and we can't do it without your help. So make sure you guys support the channel. It really helps us a lot. So let's get right to the video. What's up, brother?
Hey,
up, man?
What's up, man? How's it? Good morning.
Good.
Yeah,
Thank you for
nice
having us here.
Yeah, for sure.
So why don't you tell us where we're at?
Yeah, we're here at my shop, Aux Auto Wraps, here in San Mateo, just south of San Francisco.
What type of services do you guys offer?
So we do vehicle wraps, paint protection film, vinyl wraps, commercial wraps, and higher end detailing.
Yeah, all right. We're gonna get to see a little more of what he does. So why don't we go in?
Yeah, come on in, guys.
All right,
let's go.
What's your favorite thing about like owning your own business?
The cars.
The cars?
100% the cars. Yeah, I mean, that's what it's always been about.
Yeah.
You know, we've always been, and that's the thing, you know, we're car people first.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, yeah, we're the cars, 100%.
Yeah, that's
yeah. So what we got here is, this one is a full body PPF and the expel and the ceramic coating.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna finish up the quality control, go over some panels. This one is in the process of getting a full body PPF as well.
Okay.
They just approved a ceramic coating, so we are gonna be doing a ceramic coating on top of this.
I don't have a Tesla, but let's say I want to get my Tesla full PPF.
Yeah. So
how much would it cost?
Yeah, no, full PPF on this, somewhere generally around $5,500.
$5,500? Okay.
Yeah.
And how long does it take you?
3 to 4 days, you know, straight 8 hours a day, just full focus. But that's usually never the case, you know. There's sometimes, you know, you got to take lunch, you got to go to the restroom and things like that every now and then.
Yeah,
it's a lot of work. I like to take my time on it, especially just, you know, I'm a one-man show.
Some reasons that people should PPF their car.
Well, the main reason is to protect against rock chips. You know, they spend a lot of money on these cars. It's an investment, and these roads are terrible.
Yeah.
Rocks are flying at you. I'll tell you, I had a Range Rover customer who had PPF on the rear bumper, and they backed up, ran into a fence post. Took out the fence post, PPF was scratched. We pulled it off, paint was saved. Now, I'm not saying you can go run into poles or anything like that, but it's really strong stuff. So this is a plotted out portion already. You can kind of see it's already been weeded out, and it just pretty much cuts the shape.
You can see it right there.
Yeah.
And you just peel it and then just throw it on
Yeah,
there.
you pretty much peel it, spray it with your slip solution, and just kind of line it up.
So why don't you tell us, Jeff, like, how'd you get into this type of business?
So that's kind of a long story that starts way back pretty much when I was a kid. You know, we always wanted to own our own business, but we always were into cars. So through the years, you know, worked as a mechanic, got trained to be a car technician, worked on English cars for about 12 years. And, you know, my brother was in the body shop industry. So, you know, he would get these cars that would, you know, kind of be crashed, and they would need sometimes suspension work, just kind of random mechanic work. And I would start, you know, by going in after working at my 9 to 5 in San Rafael, driving to the city and just knocking out whatever needed to be done. And then we kind of just, you know, like I said, we always wanted to own our own business. And, you know, this is 2016, and this is after me working at the same shop for like 12 years. He was at Chilton Auto Body. And, you know, the cars, again, they would get in accidents, and he would need PPF done in tint, window tint. And he was kind of, you know, we were kind of going, oh, what should we do? You know, PPF, tint, and we decided to do a paint protection film. And we found training down in Pomona at Aerotech. And that's where we currently get our vinyl from. And late or early 2017, you know, after doing the mechanic thing, kind of just saving up, we went down there as a trip, and he did the training down with Aerotech in Francisco in 3M, which was good training, you know, as much as you can get in a 3-day 3-day course, but it definitely, that's where it kind of set us off. And then later on in the year, that's when, you know, we got a little more busier, did more jobs, kind of felt like, okay, this is something we do want to do. That's when I got my training.
Okay.
Same place, we went down to Pomona, made a little trip out of it, and it was good. And then after that, you know, that's when you kind of, you know, when you delve into it, when you learn about it, and especially the cars, that's where we kind of got the drive, the fire started, and it's like, okay, let's go really hard on this, and let's see what we can do. And 2018 came around, and you know, having that body shop and just, you know, in the car industry and in the car scene, you know, we got more and more jobs, and there were bigger and bigger jobs, which was great. It helped us grow, but at the same time, you know, we ran into the problems, you know, trying to install outside in dirty conditions. You know, sometimes it was cold. I mean, I remember one time it was midnight and we were almost done with the roof, and it like ripped on us. And you know, so defeating. But you know, we had to get it done. It was already midnight, so we ripped it off and, you know, did it again. And got it down right. And you know, we learned from our mistake. You know, don't pull it if it's too cold. You know, use some heat guns on it.
Just learn through doing them, right?
Just learn through failing.
Can you give us like 3 tips for someone that wants to start their own business? Like, what's something you did to make your business kind of grow, you know, over the years? Yeah.
So 3 tips to start your business. Definitely take the risk, but take a calculated risk. Do your research, do your due diligence, talk to other shop owners. You know, don't be afraid to just message people on Instagram, or just, you know, look them up on Google. Tell them what you're trying to do, trying to learn, and you know, don't ever be afraid to do that. Second thing is work hard. You know, you got to work your butt off. You got to, you know, put in more hours than the next guy. You know, have that mentality, you know. And then the last thing is just, you know, try to make connections. Try to make connections, try to, you know, put yourself out there. And it's just, you know, sometimes it's about who you know. Definitely.
Cool. How did you gain that mentality to be like, I want to start my own business, you know, I don't want to like work for the man, I want to like do my own thing?
You know, that's a good, interesting question, because, you know, well, I'll start that by saying, you know, we first started our business. When I say we, it was my brother and my cousin. When we were like 9, 10, 11 years old, we had this cherry tree in the back. And when they were green, we would throw them at each other, and they would kind of hurt. You know, we were playing around, we were kids. But, you know, when they got red, we would eat them. They were sweet, so we washed them, packaged them in some Tupperware my mom had, and, you know, went around the block trying to sell it. No one bought it, but, you know, we just always kind of knew we wanted our own business. You know, we started multiple things here and there, but we just always knew, you know, that's the, I guess, the American dream. You know, that's the freedom you get to have. You know, not working for somebody else. They don't tell you that you get paid less and work more hours, but, you know,
a lot of work.
But no, it's worth it 100%. So we just always had that mentality, and, you know, we were always trying to do things, you know.
So Jeff, can you share with us how you got your first clients?
Our first clients, honestly, you know, being my brother being in that body shop industry, you know, that's where, you know, a lot of cars were coming in there. You know, we met a lot of people. Nowadays, you know, a lot through social media, going out to car meets, meeting people, and honestly, you know, I linked up with Taylor at Bay Area Detail, so, you know, we have a good relationship. He brings me a lot of work, I do the same, and, you know, it's just honestly about who you know. And location. Location.
How important is that, location?
100% important. You know, when we were looking for a location, and I'll tell you guys a little story about our location if we have the time, but, you know, I called up one of the instructors that I did at the business class, and, you know, I was like, okay, there's this place and this place. One is smaller, better area. And he was like, definitely go with the better area. So location is key. And, you know, this one is near San Francisco, in Silicon Valley, a lot of tech companies literally right here. Kind of industrial, but also like a neighborhood, parked right across the street. So we get a lot of, honestly, we get a lot of the neighborhood who just walks by. Put up A-frame sign out there, you know, just put something out there. You never know who's gonna see it. 100%.
What's your type of advertising do you use the A-frame?
So we use the A-frame boards, Google, you know, try to keep up on your Google pages, and a lot of Instagram.
Do you ask for reviews as well? Or how do you do that?
100%.
And how do you do that?
I use a link that I send my customers, but, you know, it's about getting that good review. And that comes down to how you treat the customer. You know, customer experience is always key, and that's what I always figured. You know, they want to feel like their car is, you know, because it's a lot of money that they're spending on their cars, and that's their babies, you know, because my cars are my babies. So, you know, they want to feel like they're being taken care of and cared for, and that's how you get the reviews.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
how
good.
you get the reviews. I mean, you physically send them a link, but how do you get the reviews? Just take care of the customer.
Yeah.
Take care of the cars.
How much is like the training for like to do what you do, PPF and like being a wrap?
Well, back then the actual class was less than $2,000, more than $1,000. But you know, you got to drive down there, the food, the hotel costs.
Okay.
You're probably into it about $3 to $4 grand.
3-4 grand?
Yeah,
for
maybe a little more. And that's just for training. That's not
Yeah.
just for actual. You know, then you got to buy the rolls of film and all
Yeah.
that.
Let's say somebody wants to start like their own business doing PPF. How much do you think they have to invest to start their business?
Well, honestly, you know, there's a lot of free material out there. You can literally start it just by watching YouTube videos and getting trained. But you know, 10 grand can kind of get you in the door. You know, you can get your training, go to wherever you need, buy some rolls of film, buy, you know, your water bottles, squeegees, things like that, and you know, work on your own car. Yeah, start there.
So it would be, do you think you would recommend them to maybe work for someone that's already doing PPF?
Yeah, 100%.
And kind of learn like what type of tools they use?
Yeah.
So what's your...
Yeah, definitely. But you know, you got to have the drive. You know, a lot of these cars, a lot of higher end cars, and you're working on a lot of stuff. So, you know, you got to show people that you're willing to commit, that you have a drive, and that you're careful. And you know, if you show all that and show up early and work hard, I'm sure you can definitely find someone. You know, if someone walked in the door saying all that and doing all that and wanting to work, I was like, okay, yeah, let's put you to work. We got this full body right here. Let's go.
That's cool. Yeah. Have you ever taken longer than expected, and how do you deal with that with the customer?
Well, you want to set expectations properly. As far as time and expectations, well, that's where, you know, you don't want to rush. You want to know what your capabilities are, and you want to set those expectations, you know. Under promise and over deliver. So if I know if it's going to take me 3 days, you know, I might give myself 4.5 just to have a cushion, because I might have walk-ins, I might have other jobs that need to be booked in. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
I like that. Yeah. What was that first you said?
Under promise and over deliver.
I like that one. That's pretty good.
Under promise and over deliver.
Showing us around.
Yeah, appreciate you guys
sharing with us your story and everything. So where can people find you? Your Instagram, social media?
Yeah, so check us out at Aux Auto Wraps. Send us a message. We're on Google, Facebook. If you guys have any questions on PPF, ceramic coatings, vinyl wraps, send us a message. Yeah.
Cool. Awesome. Well, thank you so much, man.
Appreciate it, Luis.
Great to meet you, dude.
Good seeing you guys. Yeah.
Cool. All right, guys, that's a wrap. Honestly, I'm inspired after this interview. He really showed us that sometimes we have to take that leap of faith and just, you know, go for it and not be scared. So make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. So see you guys on the next video.